Hey everyone, welcome to week 7 and 8. I'm really excited to have a chance to start diving into um, kind of some thoughts about the ways that we differentiate for our students. I think that that directly connects to how we think about assessment, how we think of, equitably, supporting our students. And so we're going to focus on a couple of things. We're going to take a look at accommodations, modifications, and differentiation, full stop, some of the definitions. We're going to look at some examples and do some reading and watching of some video. We're going to get a chance to have some conversations. But the first thing I want to talk about is our week 7 task. And so you have your formative assessment assignment coming up. And so I wanted to give a chance to be able to think about and do some peer review in our small group video chat this week in week 7 to talk about our projects a little bit and provide each other feedback. So I put up our groups again, um, a reminder of the due dates, and then I have a bunch, I probably have about 8 or 9 prompts, and I want you to just kind of take those prompts at kind of face value, just take a look at them, think about it, and choose something that might be a good way for you to think about and how you can kind of engage your peers in supporting them and giving some peer feedback. But again, just, you know, what do you think about the draft's effectiveness? And remember, when I say draft, we're in rough draft mode. You can have any level done depending on where you're at. I realize that different people are going to be at different spots, and that's fine. But it just gives you a chance to be able to sit, chat, have some ideas. I also highly recommend sending drafts to me before you submit if you want me to take a look at them. I love doing it. So that's all that we have for week 7. And then week 8 gets a little bit busier. I have 2 tasks for us to do, and then I have at the end of week 8 is when your formative assessment task analysis is due. But the 2 activities are going to be around, as I had mentioned earlier, differentiation and accommodations. And so similarly, I have some readings on definitions about these terms. I think it's important to ground ourselves somewhere, thinking about ways that we can differentiate for success in different classrooms. I have some stuff, some examples of science lab accommodations, accommodations in the math classroom, and then a couple of videos to watch. I have a kind of differentiated classroom video to start, and then I have a secondary math and an earlier kind of elementary age math video that shows accommodations. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you look through a STEM focused lesson plan or an outline, and I'm going to ask you to annotate it just in Google Docs, add the commenting feature, give your ideas, take a look at others, make it a social annotation. And then after you've had a chance to kind of read through the whole thing, I'm going to ask you to do a synthesis reflection at the end and throw that into Slack. And so that's kind of topic number 2. And then topic number 3 is differentiation. And similarly, I want you to kind of think back to your own context. I have some examples for math and science that show up. And I want you to take a look at the outline and then think about ways that you could differentiate, knowing who you've been differentiating for all semester. Um, and that's about it. So, we have a few things due, and then we have the formative assessment task analysis after that. Once we finish this module, we're going to be diving into summative assessments, which I'm excited about. That's going to take up a lot of the rest of our semester. Anyway, thanks all for all of your hard work. I appreciate you all and have a wonderful rest of the day. Send me questions if you have any.